on Tyra.
Due to the graphic nature of today's show, parental guidance is strongly suggested.
Got a number. According to a national sex survey, the average American woman has 9 sex partners. Woo! But listen to this. The typical New York City woman doubles that number. Typical New York City woman has 18 partners. And we're in New York City. And I am too, but I'm not saying that that's my number. Okay. So today we're throwing a Sex in Tyra City party, which is in New York City, right here in our studio. And if you notice, my outfit is a little like I have every accessory on in my closet right now because I'm channeling Carrie Bradshaw of Sex in the City. Now everybody's got their own special mocktail. The Tyra-tini, hold them up, hold them up. Hold up your mocktails, hold them up. Yeah, girls, and of course, we're all about safe sex here, right? So we're gonna talk about that later in the show because that is extremely important and extremely important to me. But first, we wanna get to the truth about who's having it, meaning sexual relations, how much they're having it, and why are they having it so much, okay? Which brings us back to the numbers. The 6 New York women on stage are all about to reveal the number of men that they have slept with. All right, so let's meet our Sex in the City Tyra girls. Sex in Tyra City girls. Tyra's Sex in the City girls, whatever. Okay. This is Alex. Show us your number, Alex. Woo! Oh, my goodness. Next up is Samantha. She shares a name with a Sex in the City girl. Tell us your number, Samantha. 16. Okay, come on over. All righty. Tiffany, show us yours. Woo! Wow. 37. Jamie, show us your number, Jamie. 15. I'm waiting for like a 3 or 5 or, okay, Marshana, show us yours. 8. Sorry. And Stephanie, show us your number, Stephanie. 4. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I read this in the paper, ladies, that New York women are having sex like twice as much as everybody else in our entire country. And why do you think that is so? Alex, tell me why.
I think there are a lot of reasons, and I definitely think women in New York City have sex more, probably because of the anonymity factor. Also, the fact that there's not a lot of focus in New York, or I should say not as much focus in New York as in other parts of the country. I mean, I'm from South Florida. And when you grow up in South Florida, everyone sort of expects you to do the traditional thing, get married, have babies. I think in New York, the focus is more on your career, your plans for the weekend. I mean, living by myself in an apartment in New York City, paying my own rent, you know, having my own job, not relying on any man, I sort of feel like my, you know, sex can kind of be the same way. I mean, New York City is single person's land. You go into any bar in Midtown and any bar anywhere in New York, and there's 100 single people ready to...
What do you have to say about that, Samantha? What do you think?
Well, there's a phrase in a New York Minute.
Yes, they
which
say
is
that
all about everything is just quicker in New York. We don't want to wait on the train for 20 minutes. We don't want to stand in line for a cup of coffee.
So everything is faster. So even the guys, when you have sex, is it in a New York Minute?
You don't want to waste 2 weeks dating a guy and then find out you don't have sexual chemistry. Like, you just got to know so you can mark him off, move on.
Okay.
Get where you're going.
So Tiffany, you tell me, you'd say that it's like the movie Crash. Sex in New York is like that movie Crash. What does that mean?
Yeah, actually, I'm from California, and when I came to New York City, the availability of men is like ridiculous here. So when I got to New York,
Ridiculously good?
Amazing.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, when I got to New York, I actually within the first few months doubled my number.
First few months?
First few months, just because I'm single, you know, and it was a new city, and but 2 years later, I'm coming to the realization that, like I said, it's like the movie Crash, where people, I think, are so lonely in New York City that they just crash into each other just to feel some kind of intimacy, some kind of touch, some kind of feeling.
So is every encounter that you have good? I heard that you had a really bad one with a guy.
Yeah, it's
Tell me about
not
that
always
one.
good. Yeah, well, I met a guy, cute model actor, woo, and went to his house wearing my cute little, you know, Lane Bryant matching top and underwear and bra, you know, being big girl sexy, you know.
Yeah,
girl. And you know, we were in bed and the lights were off and the mood was good and everything was fine. And as we're starting to make out, you know, the phone started ringing and I was like, okay, you know. He picks up the phone and says, hey. And then he turns on the light. He goes, hey, girl. And he goes, so I really like that picture of you. You look really hot. And I'm like, hello. like, hello. And he was on the phone for like half an hour while I was in bed.
What?
Talking to this girl that he met, and he was such a jerk, and I put my stuff on and I left, and it was horrifying.
Oh my God, so sex in New York is not always fantastic.
No.
Somebody could be on the phone going, ooh, baby, you look good in that picture with your
Yeah.
thumb. Okay, Marshana, now you say that you have a round table of guys. What does that mean?
You know, absolutely. A lot of guys in New York just kind of treat sex like a glorified handshake, and I know what I'm working with, so I've developed the round table. You got one guy that's your reliable guy. You can call on him any time of day or night. You know that he will be there for you. You've got your endearing guy who you know likes you more than you might like him, but you like being treated like that sometimes. Then you have your bedroom partner, the person that you have sex with, because you can't have sex with more than one guy in the round table.
Okay.
And then you have your bedroom buddy. Now, you don't sleep with your bedroom buddy, but he gives you all the affection, he holds your hand, and he caresses your hair, and he treats you, you know, really nice. And then you have the guy who knows how to entertain you, take you out on the town, show you a good time. And so, you know, these are all the elements I want in one good guy, but I just can't find one good guy.
So then you
until
have,
then,
do these guys know about each other?
they don't know names, but they know that you know that you're the bed warmer. You know that you're the bedroom buddy. You know that you take me out. The only guy who doesn't know his name is the one who likes me more than I like him, because I don't want to say, well, you just my puppy dog.
Oh, gosh. Okay, now I know, Stephanie, you have had some interesting sex at work in New York City.
Yes, I was seeing someone and he works down in Wall Street and we had sex on the conference room table.
On the conference room table?
Yeah, it was work.
Didn't
during
that
lunch
hurt? No pins and stuff like on your back?
No, it was a fun hurt.
It was a fun hurt. Okay, was this person your boss?
He was not my boss.
Oh,
no.
he was a colleague.
Yeah, no, I don't work with him. He was at his job. I just went over for lunch and...
Oh, you went to his job?
Yeah.
Oh my God, so that you wouldn't have to clean up after.
Exactly.
Okay. All right, now we're gonna go to Jamie. So Jamie, you were, where were you born? Not New York, right?
No, San Diego.
San Diego. So you got to New York and you've had some interesting sex. Tell me about the transportation sex you had.
Oh, well, I, along with a handful of my other girlfriends, have all done the deed in the back of a taxi.
In the cab?
Oh, yeah.
And what is the cab driver doing?
Well, you know, I mean, they're supposed to be driving, but they're kind of looking, kind of driving, kind of looking, you know. But don't think you're going to get a free ride, you know, just because you put on a show.
A free ride? What do you mean a free ride? From him or from you? Okay, Jamie has been called the second most beautiful girl in New York, and you just might be shocked when you find out why. You'll have to wait. We have to take a break. I'm going to give you a Carrie Bradshaw pose. We'll be right back.
come.
Jamie, you have been called the second most beautiful in New York City. Tell us why.
But up next, it's the guys' turn on the hot seat.
It is time for the guys to reveal their numbers.
And the numbers will shock you.
101. Okay, so we've been talking to the New York ladies, and now it's time for some feedback from some New York City men. Please meet Travis.